better. Testing. Ah, there we go. Good. Think we're good? Good. Good, good, good. I can see it coming through on that one now. So, yes, sorry. I was wondering why we were dark and things weren't working. I've been setting up the stream today with some help from the little one and stuff like that. So hopefully today is the start of Protect streams again. We're going to be trying our hardest to get every Tuesday done as much as we can. Yes, yes, yes. That's Jar Jar Binks, just because you don't know your Star Wars. A troll. I'm just going through some of the settings as we're going through this because it has been a while. If you hadn't guessed, I'm just checking to see why we're not coming up on Twitch. Did everyone follow the link here rather than... Got it. Fixed it. It's a cave troll. Hopefully this... Ooh, cool. I'm nearly there. I am nearly there. Just a couple of sherries, and I'm laughing. And there we go. Ah, cool. Yep, well, it's up and running. Let's switch over. Let's see how this looks from the top-down view. I think we might have had some sunshine disappear on us. There we go. That's not too bad. I'm just trying to get people to make sure I've... No, Cosmic Ghost Rider isn't in yet, and he doesn't come out till Friday. So I've got one of two things to do tonight, other than some playing around and testing some colours and testing some bits and pieces. I will show you now. So I have the Sentinels from before, so I might stick the Sentinels up. And I'm not painting it. I'm doing the stream tonight. And I have an Ahsoka Tano Padawan. Thank you very much for Ulfric. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Got knives and everything that I need. So yeah, part of this is going to be a little bit of a new direction for the shop. I know we've been lacking. Hey, Tomo. We've been lacking lately in the painting and paint stock of paints and stuff like that. So the first part of today is while I build Ahsoka, I suppose, we're going to be stocking, trying, getting more paints in. New paint brushes. Some of you'll have seen we've got a lot of the Broken Toad stock we've picked up. So some of the stuff that we've got this week. The conditioning soap from Broken Toad, as you can see, mine is very well used, very well loved, and needs a clean. Wow. But we've got this in stock now. We've got a healthy supply of it. They're 100ml tubs, and they're £8 a tub, I think. If not, Zoe will tell me in a second that I got it wrong. There's a great video up on YouTube on how to use it by me. So that's there. I can dig it out, show people. Brushes through the door this week were high-end bits and pieces, were the Winsor & Newton Series 7s. Again, I'm going to start using these on the stream and start comparing them to other brushes. We've got the Winsors. I've got a complete set that I was very lucky to get of Broken Toad Mark 3s, but the ones that I'm interested in is not the standard set, is the spade and flat. Don't know if you can see them. Let's go to the close view. So as you can see, I'll go for the bigger ones so there's a bigger view. These are they've got a flat fascia to them, so people do use them for different things. I've used the flat ones, my set of flat ones, quite a lot for flat metal panels, where if you want the same sort of, as you can see there, it spreads across and splays out very nicely. Hiya Jack, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, mate. So they're very good for getting even coats across flat panels. They're great for getting base coats down. You can they've just got a lot more control than the pointed ones for basic flat panel work. They also start working very well into blending, so wet blending. If you're starting to wet blend and stuff like that, again, these help just for feathering. So when you're doing that across, it's a flat line rather than a point. If you're wanting something in between, we have the spearhead ones, which I've been using the spearhead ones even due to the lack of the normal ones. I've been using the spearhead ones to paint with, and they're still pretty good. Yeah, I've seen the house looking great, Jack. So yeah, the spade ones are, again, they help with flat panel work, and as you can see, splaying it out like that. But they're also still very good for basic paintwork, and they're a bit of a in between the full flat and the full point. As I say, I've been using, I think mine actually, I might have actually thrown that one out when I got my new one. So we have that as the setup at the moment. Let's go back to the painting. So this is what I aim to be using for my main brushes. I'm going to give them a good run through and test. I've had a bit of a sort out. I've been given two of the Artist Opus ones, the 1 and the 0, to give a bit of a trial out as well. We've got some of the German Kalinskis that I've been trying to get hold of. If I can get them sorted, then we will have them available again. They're a good all-round cheap set of brushes. Just looking for the Series 7s. There is, which I was meant to get two of these out, I'm just struggling finding them. Rosemary Coat, that's the brand new one. So while I had the shortage of Mark IIs, I got told about the Rosemary & Co Series 22s and Series 23s. Again, I want to get them all back out. I want to give them all another good run. Work out what I can get, what I can get hold of, and what I can get for people and put on the shelf. There is a small amount of the Fugazi sets on the shelf at the shop at the moment. That it is a very limited amount. There's no complete sets left because there was a shortage of one of them. So I know there's 3, and I haven't got Zoe with me or Zoe in the chat. But she's put all of these up, and they're the best imitation sable that you can get hold of at the moment. While you can get hold of them. So, right, some cutters. So that's the brushes situation. We've got a basic amount there, but a bit more coming very soon. We have also been looking to extend the paint ranges a bit more. At the moment, I've got, this is Ahsoka, the Padawan for Shatterpoint Mate. Just while I chat, so I'm not idle hands and all that. And it's going to be done, she is going to be done in black, black, silver, and deep orange, possibly close to red. Yeah, well, if I had a cosmic, what's he called? A cosmic Bob, I would have sat and painted him. Are we getting the pleasure of your company tomorrow night? Glue. I hope that's an yes. So it's not the thingy night, is it? Yeah, pop in, you can buy me a coffee and we can have a chat. There we go. So, also we set up the new painting channel for people to come along and put their painted stuff in. Oh, there's a good chance that Cosmic arrives tomorrow, but as I said, release Friday. Don't worry, I'll have it painted in time for you to use. I've got Tesseract Glow somewhere. I also think we have Grievous. You know, I mentioned Tesseract Glow and Briggs appears. That is absolutely. Look at this. Look at it. Here you go, Briggs. Just for you. Anyway, yeah, it's two halves of a body, two halves of a head. It's just going to be a little work in cleaning up once that goes dry properly. I've started not rushing into building stuff as much as I used to, but we're going to have a definite. Look, you will embrace it one day. It's one of the best paints going. Oh, 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 oh. I have stuff that I haven't finished off. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, I keep forgetting about these. So I've got a couple of bits there that I can start work on as well. This needs to be finished off in time for Christmas, so I've got plenty of time. This one's a more metallic one than the last one that I did because it's done over silver, so it looks slightly different. Yeah, we actually went away last night as well. So me and Joe went to York for the night. Had a bit of a night out or a day out sort of thing to relax. So yeah, a bit of a chill night. So the other thing that we were looking at, and while I've got Ian as well, is I've been looking before stocking it, before getting it in properly. Sure, yeah. Yes, we relaxed last night. We chilled out. I picked up. I'll do a double plug here. We were at the Gotham to Samaria event at Element. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, of which Ian's pointing out that I was ill for the Saturday. Thank you. Much appreciated. But the next one, we are all going to York instead. Ant's been to this place already. Oh yeah, and Zoe passed a driving test. So there will be a couple of good pieces of news coming on. But I will let Zoe announce them in her own time. But yes, Gotham is moving to York, so it's a lot closer for any of us lot up here. And the tickets have just gone on sale. Yes, I've only seen pictures, but I've seen so many recommendations. Ian's been to it to check it out. And it's the first weekend of November. It's on the Gotham group now. There is tickets available, but the tickets are limited. Thanks for the like, Dave, on Facebook World. Thank you. So yeah. Oh, and thank you for the donation, Ulfric. I didn't see that come through either. Sorry about. I need another screen for notifications. I've seen all of the YouTubers have a little screen, so all the notifications go onto that. I feel jealous because I'd like one. But yes, the venue looks amazing, and I can't recommend it enough as a great place. Just a great group of people just to go and it's really another screen to go and play games with. There is no you have to take X, you have to take Y. It's part of what we do and why we do what we do at the shop. It's a lot of small games rather than spending 10 grand in one game. If you spend £1,000 in 10 games, you get more chances of playing better games more fun, that sort of stuff. Maybe it's not 10 grand, but so yes, can't recommend it enough. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The whole kit and caboodle is £150 a head. That's sharing a room with someone who also pays the £150. But that's your room for 2 nights. Friday, Saturday. Right, yeah, room for 2 nights. That's 3 days gaming at the venue, and that's your breakfasts for both days that you stay as well. It, as Anne said, it's a really good venue. We've had nothing but great reviews of it. So, November, if you're wanting to come, grab a ticket while you can. So, yes, back to Paint. But while I was at Element, I picked up some bits to try. And people who have known the shop and known me, I'll grab a couple of colours. Yep. So I've picked up a couple of bits to try, and then we'll see whether we put them on the shelf at the shop. So people know how much I've been using speed paints lately. I've picked up the 2 new Vallejo Express colours, or 2 of the new ones. These are all they've gone on a new a bit of a new packaging thing as well. So all of the game colours have changed. The pots are actually quite squidgy compared to what they used to be. Hey, Chewy. So these are the equivalent of the speed paints. And as I said, I'll try each one of them out. Fine, but yes, they do look good. They do look interesting. And guess what? I've got a blue and a red to try. I might have something I can use it on. Angel Galderas. So they've also reformulated their game color range. So I was quite interested to see what we could do and stuff like that. So I got Gory Red because I'm going to be doing some BattleTech stuff. I'm going to be doing some Sith stuff as well. So I got that. There's a Fluoro Orange for orange reasons, which is really cool, really bright. And then I thought that while I might up my game a bit in the Tesseract and do some fluoro green highlights, so it's not just a flat green slapdashed on the paint sort of thing. So I might up my and then I've been meaning to try out AK for ages, so I got the AK White, and I'd like to compare the AK White against the King of the Ring at the moment. If they're in these bottles, these are a new formula. It's just been advertised. It's all over the front of the display rack that they're in. Game color has been reformulated now. So the ones in the older pots, older things are a different formula. So this is it's why because I've got game color galore over there, but it was more to do with the new formula that I wanted to try, see if it is. Because if I've got Gory Red, I can do a side by side comparison and try them both at the same time. I've got Gory Red Air, and that's not Gory Red Hair. Scarlet Red. Red Terracotta. Pink. Warlord Purple. I could have used it all up by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like I have used it. That's their model colours. So I think that's one of my more popular ones. So yeah, we'll give that a go. Oh, that's Scarlet Red. Go back up. But them two. That's it. I'd like to give these a go side by side. This has quite a good reputation, and at the shop it sells ridiculous. And obviously, the white intense. I used the intense inks in Intensity, and I got the blood red. So again, a couple of paints to try. More down to consistency, see what they like, how they work, that sort of stuff. Excuse me, my sorry, just taking a quick drink. Right, some of the brushes we just got in as well is the Winsor & Newton watercolor synthetic sables. I'd like to try these in comparison to the Fugazis as a possibility of a replacement. I'm a bit wary at the moment because I know I can't get Broken Toad anymore, and any other plans going forward are a little bit. They're going to be a little bit off in the distance. But let's have a. I'll show you some of the bits that we've been doing. Is that too close? So this is Lord Chompy Bits from Malifaux. It's very hard to get the colour to show properly. This was a basic zenithal highlight. It was done then with a big brush and Hive Dweller Purple from Speed Paints. And then we've started doing the claws in black, but I need to highlight black is always one of my banes. But what I'm wanting to do, all of these teeth need to be black and highlighted. The claws, the toenails, all of his spikes. Keep the purple. The purple is very matte. I don't know if the matteness shows up on the stream, but the whole kit and caboodle is so matte. It's really, really nice. Wouldn't mind doing. I don't know whether to do this in the purple as well. Leave it purple, or just take the tips of these claws or fangs to black. But this model is fantastic. I wanted painting so I can beat Anth up with it. It is a cool model. Some other stuff that I've had for a while, I've just never had time to get it onto anything, is the course and there's two versions of the Pro Acryl basing fine and coarse. I don't know anyone that's used this yet. Yeah, you know I've been playing games. Even there was photographic evidence of me playing games at the weekend as well. What did I actually play? I had 2 games of Arcane Brawl. That's a really Arcane Brawl 28. That is a really, really cool, cheap to get into, fun game. It's 4 miniatures, 1 wizard, 3 minions, and a rule book that you can pay as much or as little as you want to. Yeah, really, really cool game. Right, let's get some glue on Ahsoka's feet to get it to stick to the base, and I can remove mold lines, and away we go. Right. while the Sorker's mold super glue's drying, I'm going to do some chompy bits. So another great product, Coal Black Procryl. It's become my go-to black now. All of the I love all the Procryl stuff. I do. Right. Where is the small flat brush? Or do I just go for the big flat brush? Big flat brush. I've got that many paintbrushes in here now. They're all blurring into one. So yeah. So, best way to highlight black. Any ideas? I know my plan, but I'm not. It's something that I haven't done. I think they're going to need a fair amount of highlighting, because at the moment they seem to blend in a lot with what's going on. The purple is quite strong in the recesses, the black areas. Yours. Trying to think of other stuff that we've been looking at and working through. I know we've got Grievous landing this week, so all the people wanting to run battle droids and droids finally get the Grievous. We've got Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah, I'm doing the Padawan Ahsoka, the one from the limited box. Not the limited-ish box. I'm not going to say full limited. I know everyone's here to sit and try and pick up hints and tips and learn painting. But if anyone is actually wanting commission painting doing, Zoe has just started. She's picking up bits and pieces of work here and there. So have a word. I'm sure she can work something out. She's been getting lots of help from people on here as well, which is very much appreciated. No. Fenrisian Grey. Do I need to move that out of the way again? Yeah. I keep forgetting about how those palettes actually mess up the camera flaring. Yeah, thank you to everyone that's helped. Things like Darren helping with the pricing, people helping advise her as she's finishing the jobs and stuff like that. It is hugely appreciated. I have some good and some bad news about the check, mate. Cool. The check's going on car insurance, yeah. Right. Silvers. Right. I know I have silvers somewhere. I've actually put paint away. Exhaust manifold. Ooh, bouncing the camera all over. Just going with 3 blobs of that. Did I manage to get? I did. Silver paint all over me. Let's go with the other flathead, the smaller one. I'm not sure that's bright enough as a silver. It's a very dark silver, that I think. Either that or the pigment's not mixed in. Is that bright enough, or that's? Shows you the last time I used the paints. Quite scary. Let's see if this works. actually. I love this silver. Silver is the whole Model Air range. Sorry, the metal color range, which is silvers. There's a copper and a bronze, but I don't know if you can see that. Since when? What? News to me? What? What did I miss? The metal colours. Have you never used the metal colours? I hope that's not about the metal colours. I really do. Trying to see if I've got anything in the black to show you how this stuff I do. So this is my You said since when and news to me. I thought you were talking to me. So anyone that hasn't seen how well this stuff coats, I'm presuming I've told Anth many times, but okay. That is blurry. That's how quickly that silver cup. Let's go back to the. Does things look blurry on here? Or is it just my eyes because I've got glasses on? Right, it's probably just my eyes because I've got close-ups on. Oh yeah, if I put my head closer to the pass. Tuesday. There you go. But yeah, this for getting base coats down on anything, even it is advertised as a airbrush paint and it's marked up as an airbrush paint, but That's how well it goes on. It's also very good as a dry brush. Does take a bit longer to get the... Yeah, I've got glasses on, mate. I'm good. I'm still not creeping up on your age, so we're all good. Right. So, Ahsoka. So she's pretty well stuck. So let's find... I don't think she has many. There's one there. And exactly the same on the other side. That's gone. There's a small amount. Any excuse. So that is mold lines and little bits removed. So let me get the airbrush. We'll get I actually cleaned it last time I used it. Do we go with Zenithal first? Zenithal and black. I just go straight in with black. You know what? I'm going to do. So I've got to do them all this way. So I'm thinking of just going in with white with a black. That's purple. With a black speed paint, and then details afterwards. So white primer. So same as usual, my Badger primer Minitia. And it shouldn't take much. A little bit of medium. A bit of flush. What's wrong, Mr. Badger? a little bit of build up. So I'll do this off screen so I'm not coating my desk in it again. Let me clean some of this. Not sure why that's sticking so much this time. After they clean this brush out, it should be smooth. Go. Oh. We give this a blast through. The other thing, we are now doing Wednesday night painting sessions at the shop. I think we had 5 or 6 last week. We've got 8 painting setups on a first come first served. Which I think we used quite a bit over the weekend as well. Again, getting more people into the painting is our aim. I'm even doing a beginner's painting lesson tomorrow at some point. Don't know what you mean. My whole issue is I've painted cars for years, mate. So, yeah. I don't think these water-based acrylics are going to damage myself as anywhere near. I have an extractor in the garage. I have breathing masks and stuff like that. As he coughs. Yeah. I'm also struggling a lot with the temperature. I don't think I've ever really used it to its full potential, mate. I've got the rollers that I've used it with. But actually molding and sculpting, it's not something I've ever done. I'm not even sure who would be the best person to ask. Mr. Cannon? How is you this fine evening? Ooh, running out of water. I'll just clean my airbrush up, man. Ah. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but the next Gotham's up on the website. At a different place. Don't go booking the hotel. Hello, Kev. Everyone's showing up. Just about to make Johnny cringe. As I take a Ahsoka mini and just cover in black speed paint. I'm good, mate. I am really good. Good to be getting back to this. I need to do something like this again. So we're doing bits and pieces, paint testing, brush testing, gadget testing, painting, things like chompy bits. So yeah. Oh, and in between all of that, do this shop running thing. Let's have a look for some paintbrushes. How is your good self? We get updates from Johnny every now and again that you're doing well. But we all know Johnny lies. So, Johnny, this is what we've picked up to try from Element this week. They've given me two of the Artist Opus to try, so I'm going to give them another crack. I've picked up two of the Express colours, a decent blue and a decent red. Yeah. I wish there was a summer holidays for game stores. You wouldn't do it if you didn't love it. That's what I keep telling everyone. So I've got the new Formula game color, which I want to try, and I've got the gory red, and I've got a gory red to try it against. I got orange and green fluoro, because orange and green fluoro. I've got AK Interactives. Drop it over there. White and blood red to try. I want to try the white again, as I've said before. All titanium white. That's the king of the hill at the moment. So yeah, we've got a load of new brushes, and I know some of you have heard this. We've got a short supply of Broken Toads that have come through. There's quite a lot of the spade and flathead ones, so we've actually got them on a reduced price as well. We've got them up at £7.50 a brush in the three sizes. We've got Zoe has been making the brush up. We got all of the original product, all of the tubs and everything, so Zoe can actually produce the Broken Toads conditioning brush soap. So we've got a lot of that at the shop already that she's done. Yeah, loads of bits and pieces to come, bit by bit. So she's still when you don't want things to dry, they dry instantly. Yeah, that's not going to come off there either. Don't want him on his base anymore. Can't remember how stuck it down. What dark grey have we got to highlight the black? Dark natural grey. I'm actually thinking of the natural grey or dark warm grey at this moment in time. Dark warm grey first. Yeah, I use it all the time. I should use it a lot more than I do, to be honest. Where is that the one? It is. Right. And let us try a small controllable dry brush. go for the smaller one. Smaller, no. That's the small one. Oh. So it is just catching the teeth. And the claws where I can. I think I might do a higher one as well. Yeah, that's got most of them, I think. And let's have the big one first. So I've mixed a bit of each together. Again, not going all the way down, just about halfway, if that makes sense. It's a bit brighter. Toenails the same. And then right at the tip. And then the final one is, so the paint is definitely jumping out of the pots in the weather, I think. been very messy. So again, you can see on this palette, just adding in a bit of white and rubbing it off down the palette gives it a bit of a grey. And this is just the tips, but I didn't know that. And then I'm going to clean that one off. And get the small one to pure white. A bit more white and get the toenails done. I think pretty close. Claws look cool. Right, while I've got the the white out, I'm going to try and get yes, he did. It's not this size 0. So I'm trying to get the pupil of the eye. Does this stuff will actually stay wet? I don't know if you can hear it, but I do have a fan to my right as well. And it's just, yeah. So I normally say to Zoe not to do eyes, but these are pretty big not to do. Oh, they look quite eerie. I was going to drop some clear red into them, but I'm thinking of just leaving them white. White soulless eyes. Yeah. Right, I'll move that out of there for now. What we have next is I'm going to take a standard GW shade brush because I don't like ruining good brushes on speed paint. And we are going to go with black speed paint. Enough of that. And where's the box? Am I just going hell for leather at this and making a mess of it? Or should I actually... Hell for leather it is. So I'm going to be going back over the lightsaber areas, the skin areas, all with a white, which shouldn't be too hard. But I'm not going with the standard orange skin either, so it's not going to be as hard to pull back to the skin colour I need. So my plan for it is do gory red for the skin colour rather than following suit with orange all over. And obviously the gory red will cover very nicely. Also the lightsaber handle. I'm just pushing the black paint around just so it holds and doesn't pool up in places it shouldn't. I don't miss places like the toe caps. So that should dry. Yeah. It's always worth having a couple of looks around and a couple of checks. You never know when you've just missed it, or you've had a bubble and the bubble pops and it leaves a white, basically a white void underneath. Let's drop some white into that. See how white reacts in. Bit of mixology. Let's mix some white and grey, white and black. Make a grey speed paint. So I've just added Bold Titanium White into what black I had left, just so I didn't waste the black, to be honest. Paint seems to be separating. It's making an interesting pattern. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but definitely some sort of reaction in the paint. Interesting. So yeah, there we go. The only downside of the speed paints is the waiting for the drying. But if you've got two models on the go, you can do bits to both at the same time. And yeah. Need a wash on the chains. Definitely need a wash on the chains before I forget, and that can dry as well. Not strong tone. Do we go with Nulling? Yeah. I'm not, if I can't find any. Green shade. Oh, purple. Purple? Yeah. A nap between layers. I'm going to purple wash the chains. And a bit of a dry brush over them. Cool. And then the recesses go back to purple. So that's that done. That's going to take a while to dry. Should have speed painted her straight away before doing everything else. Right, coarse texture. So this is the Pro Acryl basing texture. I'm going to try it with with the spatula. It is quite coarse, gritty, and I'll use it on Mr. Chompy Bits. Just to fill it out. And so I'm making it so his toes have sunk in. He's a big fella. Yeah. I think because it's bigger lumps, it's a little bit harder than my usual brown earth to use. But then the brown earth's nowhere near as chunky. It's a lot grittier, so it might get some better dry brushing once it's dry as well. I'm going to be very interested to see how this is when it dries. Could be cool. A less clumpy layer, yeah. Yeah. So that should clear up to be that, and then we'll go with that. I'll try and wipe off as much as I can. And then when it comes to doing the rim of the base, it should be quite easy to finish off. And he is meant to be from the Shadow realms and Void and whatever, so he's a figment of imagination. I just could do with a little bit more up inside his mouth there. I missed that a bit. A little bit in the chompies. Right. I shall let that dry. What time have we got? About 8:30. My idea was to do 1 hour sessions, but I seem to have missed it. So we'll have a quick sort out to see where we're at. How's Ahsoka coming? She's pretty clear. And looking good, so that's one. Chompy Bits needs a dry brush on the metal once the purple settles. And that's all. That's how I wanted him. I don't know if you can see him close up. That's how he's come out. And Ahsoka is... the black's pretty much done. And some little touch-ups and stuff like that. The red, the sabers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's as I said, a quick session tonight. It was the start of us going on, getting more and more stuff. Again, thank you for all of the donations, all of the subs tonight. It is very much appreciated. Any of the money that we do get from it, we'll just do it. We'll just do stuff like getting hold of new paints to try. If people want us to get paints to try, give us a shout. I don't mind grabbing stuff. As I say, I grabbed these while I was down there. It's easy to order stuff in. But we can try new things. You know how I like experimenting and mixing Pro Krill with speed paints to make a grey. That actually looks like a cool grey. Looks like it's gone very marbled and concrete because I think the pigments have actually split slightly. Which I think with a wash that's going to look really good. I need to paint that in sand. I just realised that was sand. So yes. So again, thank you everyone for coming. We will get more and more going. Going to start doing some bits and pieces like trying to up the the followers and stuff like that as and when we can. Get more people involved. See about getting some bits and pieces of giveaways going. Back to what we were during lockdown. Going to try for at least once a week. If I can do more, it may be over weekends and stuff like that. But again, thank you everyone for coming, and hopefully I should see you all next week. Catch you soon.